A very warm welcome officially to the Lights of Christmas, proudly created and produced by AGB Events. Now hands up if you've been here in previous years. Oh, we've got lots of first timers. Fantastic. Well, we promise you a wonderful treat tonight. This is really the best way of kicking off the Christmas tradition and the spirit, and it's certainly on the Sydney calendar now as the must-see event to get everyone in the mood and the spirit of this really special time. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sandra Sully and I'll be your host this evening. The Lights of Christmas is now in its 8th year and has become an iconic Sydney Christmas tradition, and it's wonderful to see so many of you here on opening night. AGB Events would like to acknowledge the generosity of its event partners in helping them bring this event to life. We'd also like to acknowledge the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, the traditional custodians of this land, and of course pay our respects to the elders past and present. Now this evening, everyone, will be spectacular. If you haven't seen it before, I promise you it's really very, very special. We have performances by choir and orchestra Artes Christi, performer Father Rob Galea, and lights on. Yes, he's outstanding, isn't he? And lights on just before 9 o'clock. This year's stunning projections, everyone, will be told in 3 parts. So I'm just going to explain it a little if I could. The first segment will be about the decorations. They're inspired by St Mary's Cathedral's stained glass windows and terrazzo mosaics and celebrate the beauty and craftsmanship inside this magnificent building. The second segment is titled The Gift of Time, and it'll focus on the theme of being present and taking the time to appreciate your surroundings, your friends, and of course your family. The final segment of the show will be a series of Madonna and child artworks that include images showcased on Australia Post 2017 Christmas stamp. Now this segment honours the elegance of the relationship between woman and child against the sacredness of St Mary's Cathedral. Of course, any event these days doesn't really make it unless we hit social media. So we're asking for your help to spread the word, spread the love, spread the peace, and tell everyone what a magnificent event this is. So the hashtag tonight, ladies and gentlemen, whether you're on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, whatever it may be, is hashtag Lights of Christmas or hashtag LOC or hashtag SydXmas, or use all 3. I'll just remind you, are some of you going to join in on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook? Are you going to spread the message? Yes. Come on, this is the biggest crowd we've ever seen. For those who aren't familiar with social media, just grab a younger person near you. They'll explain it all, I promise. For the first time this year, we are selling some merchandise from the white van, which you'll find in the far corner of St Mary's Cathedral. Now that's to my far left, it'll be to your right. The items for sale this year include the Lights of Christmas Twinkle Star Wands, which is just the perfect gift, I think. Postcard packs, we've got gift tags and notepads. Perfect Christmas presents, so please take a look, spend up, and of course, all the funds are going to worthwhile causes. To start things off this evening, I'd like to give a warm welcome to Artes Christi, who'll be performing a beautiful selection of carols for us tonight. Based in Sydney, ladies and gentlemen, Artes Christi has a choir, orchestra and theatre company, and they've toured extensively across Australia and Europe. Leading up to Christmas, they will be singing in 15 churches throughout New South Wales and Queensland. Now you can follow their events on Facebook, and their address is facebook.com/Artes Christi. So please welcome them back to the Lights of Christmas. Ladies and gentlemen, Artes Christi.
Last night
Our thanks, ladies and gentlemen, to Artes Christi and the orchestra. We'll be hearing some more of them, or more from them, a little later in the evening. Please give them a big round of applause and tell them how much we love their performances. It's now my great pleasure that I welcome Dominic Sullivan, Director of PACE, the proud major partner and sponsor of the Lights of Christmas, to the stage. Dominic, nice to see you again.
Good to see you, Sandra.
It's a bit of a tradition with us, isn't it? Now tell us a little bit about PACE and what's been involved with the Lights of Christmas this year.
Sure. Well, PACE, as many people know, has been transforming places across our great Sydney for almost 40 years. And in doing so, we've been building communities and places of great inclusion and places where people feel a real sense of belonging. And only just recently, PACE established the PACE Foundation, and very akin to that PACE motto of transforming places, our foundation's mission is to transform lives. And we've been doing that by working with community organisations and individuals to build capacity and empower people. So it's really been a great year or two for PACE, and obviously our involvement with the Lights of Christmas came about a few years ago when we were approached to be able to support and grow this incredible community celebration into what it has become. And last year, I understand, this Lights of Christmas experienced almost 1 million people, which is just fantastic.
It's wonderful indeed. Now tell me, what do the Lights of Christmas mean to you? Because you've been a long-term partner now.
No, we have been. I think fundamentally this is just a wonderful community celebration. To be able to be here at St Mary's, the oldest cathedral in Australia, and to be able to experience the sheer joy and wonder at Christmas time, especially for the children and the families. It is really special to be involved in this. And I think importantly, you know, there's an opportunity, I think, for Sydney to come together at Christmas time and be united. And that's why we like to be involved.
And tell me, do you have a message for us this Christmas?
Well, our Christmas message on behalf of PACE would be that we would hope these lights would brighten up Sydney and certainly brighten the hearts of Sydney-siders. And on behalf of PACE, we want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Dominic, and please thank PACE for their generous and ongoing support for this wonderful event. Now to talk a little bit more about the process involved in creating this magical light show, the Lights of Christmas, please welcome to the stage Anthony Bastick, the CEO of AGB Events and the creator of the Lights of Christmas. Hi, Anthony.
Hi, Sandra. How are you?
Nice to see you again.
You too.
Tell us, what will we be seeing for the first time this year?
Great. Well, we're going to be seeing a great show, which is The Lights of Christmas, and it's being told in 3 parts. It's been designed by my team of animators and designers, led by Giles Wesley at AGB Events. And the first segment it's all about decorations. So what we've done, the designers have gone inside the cathedral and they've looked at the stained glass windows and they've created some of the patterns. So at Christmas time, it's all about decorating your house or your work, and you're going to see some amazing designs here. And then the second segment is of the gift of time. So we're reminding people that the most important part of Christmas is to spend time with yourself, with your family and friends. And then, of course, the third segment is the Madonna and Child, which this year features, we're happy to say, on Australia Post stamps. So it's the Christmas stamp this year.
It is indeed. Now, you guys really represent an award-winning creative pool of talent, and you generously donate your time and your efforts each year to staging this really wonderful show. But it takes a lot of help to make it all happen, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a public event like this just would not happen without sponsors. And I'm pleased to say that we have a lot of sponsors on board. The Archdiocese of Sydney are helping out this year, as well as the New South Wales government. So we have them back on board. The Australian Catholic University and Catholic Super, the City of Sydney, and also TDC, who have all those projectors back there. So that's the very latest in laser projectors tonight. So we are pleased to have TDC working with us, and also PACE, who we've just heard from Dominic, and we're really appreciative of all their support from all our sponsors.
Indeed. Anthony Bastick and the team at AGB Events, thank you so much. We're all excited with anticipation, aren't we? We can't wait for this show to begin. It's almost dark enough, but not quite.
Not quite.
No, and you and I do
5 or 10 minutes, I think.
quite
yes.
good job at killing time, stretching it out as much as we can.
Yeah, we're just got to get that perfect
I know,
dark
I
sky.
know. We're nearly there. Thank you
Yes.
so much,
Thanks,
Anthony.
Andrew.
Appreciate it. Please thank Anthony, of course, the team at AGB Events, and their wonderful partners who've enabled us to host tonight. I will remind you that we do want you to spread the word on social media, and of course, family and friends need to know they're missing tonight's opening night, but this night will be replicated all the way through until December 25. So there are 20 nights that you can come along to tell your friends and family and your work colleagues that it really is something special to see, so we do hope you spread the word. We now have our final musical performance for this evening. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage Artes Christi. And joining them to perform the classic carol Silent Night is Father Rob Galea. He is wonderful. Now, Father Rob is an ordained Catholic priest currently serving in the Sandhurst Diocese in Victoria. Father Rob is in Sydney to attend the Australian Catholic Youth Festival. We thank so many of you for coming along tonight, building up the crowds for opening night. It's really wonderful that you can be here with us. For those who love Father Rob, you can visit his website for information on his upcoming performance dates, his brand new book called Breakthrough, and of course there's music and merchandise. This year, Father Rob Galea has joined forces with Gary and Natasha Pinto and Catholic Super to raise funds for the Vinnie's Christmas Appeal. Now, sadly, ladies and gentlemen, more than 13% of Australians are living in poverty, and that includes 731,000 children. Your support will, in fact, make an enormous difference. And to do so, we'd ask you to please visit silentnightinvitation.com.au, where you can download Silent Night with all the proceeds going towards the Vinnie's Christmas Appeal. So please consider sharing your thoughts and the spirit of Christmas tonight, and go to silentnightinvitation.com.au. And as I said, download Silent Night, and your donations and contributions will be gratefully received. Everyone, please welcome Artes Christi, Father Rob Galea, Gary and Natasha Pinto to perform Silent Night.
Right
That was just amazing. Please thank, ladies and gentlemen, Artez Christie, Father Rob Galea, Gary, Natasha Pinto, and of course, a gentle reminder to please consider downloading the single at Silent Night Invitation and giving generously to the Vinnie's Christmas Appeal. The website again, silentnightinvitation.com.au. Another round of applause. Let them know how beautiful that was. The countdown continues. I promise you, I'm not deliberately stretching it out, but the moment must be perfect for the light show to begin. So a little bit longer, but not too much. We're pleased to be able to introduce our guest of honour, everyone. Lucy Turnbull AO is the Chief Commissioner of the Greater Sydney Commission, but tonight is here in the capacity of mother and grandmother to acknowledge what Christmas in Sydney means to her and her family. Please welcome Lucy Turnbull AO.
Well, Sandra, thank you very much. And can I thank St Mary's, the Archbishop, and all the singers and all the great musicians here tonight for making it such a special night. I'd particularly like to thank my friend Anthony Bastick, who doesn't just do this fantastic Lights of Christmas event, but he does Vivid. And I think these are two events which really show Sydney at its very best. And it's wonderful to have the Lights of Christmas so that we can share an event with our families. I've got a little grandson here, and to pay tribute to the Christmas spirit. And I think it's wonderful that we're able to do this in this huge crowd like this, and to not only to see the great spectacle we're about to see, which we're very excited to see, so I'm not going to talk for very long, but to think about what Christmas means to us all. It means spending time with our friends and our family. A lot of us have busy lives, so it's sometimes hard to organise that. But also to give a big metaphorical hug to the people for whom Christmas is a lonely and difficult time, and for strangers, so that we celebrate all the people from around the world, celebrate everybody here tonight, and do so in a very beautiful and very special Sydney way. Anthony and AGB have completely pioneered these digital lights display in Australia, and I thank him from the bottom of my heart, and his sponsors like Pace and all the other sponsors for making this a great celebration for Sydney-siders and visitors alike. Thank you very much, and please enjoy the show.
Thank you, Lucy. We appreciate you taking your time, and we trust you and your family do enjoy tonight's show. Now, that is almost it for the formalities. Please bear with us, though, while our staff work quickly to clear the stage so that you'll be able to see the show without any interference. We'll be back in just a few minutes, I promise. Thank you.